Okay, take a look at this carpet right in front of you. It's formed in a rectangular shape, and it's most definitely flat. Now, there are some people out there in the conscious community, and just people in general, who will argue the fact, based on the definition of the word flat, that this carpet isn't flat. And I say that because they base that definition on the features of the carpet. So if you look at this carpet, it has little strings that come up from the bottom surface of the carpet. And this can be likened to your valleys, your mountains, your peaks, your plateaus, your elevated points, your submerged points or whatnot. All over, you can see that there's elevated and sunken in areas of this carpet. However, when you back up enough, you can clearly see that even though that carpet has many, many features on its surface, it's still a flat plane. Okay? Now, the problem with this little experiment is that we really can't get further or high enough or further back enough away to see the edges of a so-called flat plane. If there is a so-called thing as an edge of the flat plane, because it could be an infinite plane. Okay? However, we can depend on the horizon. Okay? We can depend on things like sea level. The horizon being the straight line, straightened, flat. Sea level being level, plane, flat. Okay? We can, with our own eyes, observe this over and over again on a daily basis. It doesn't change. The horizon doesn't curve. All right? Your sea level doesn't curve. There is no curve in water. It's impossible for water to curve unless it's concavely curved inside of a surface that's holding in the water, such as a basin. Okay? A lot of people don't do the little research like, oceanography and things like that because, I did a little research on laying cables and whatnot, and one of the things that they do is they find the flattest plane to lay the cables across, that'll give them the least amount of disturbance, from any underwater sea life. Or any, fissures or underwater springs or anything that can possibly disturb the cable. And when you research, the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, for instance, you'll find that all along that ridge are what they call abyssal plains and basins. A basin is used to hold in something, like your wash basin. What do you normally put in your wash basin? Water. They call it the Pacific Basin. They call it the Atlantic Basin, the Indian Basin, and there's all kinds of different basins out there. The Alaskan Basin. And it's trying to tell you right there that water is held and will take the shape of its container. But water will not conform to the outside of that container. It is impossible. But I digress because I just wanted to make a small little video on this carpet thing. And for those supremely intelligent brothers that a lot of people look up to, that's not going to work, man, in the real world by telling us, by arguing over your definition of flat, because just because the definition of flat means smooth and flat, and this carpet features isn't like smooth, it doesn't negate the fact that this carpet is a flat plane, is a flattened carpet. The surface features of the carpet does not determine the actual shape of the carpet. The mountains, the valleys, the peaks, the lows of the planet are simply features of the planet. However, they do not denote the shape of the planet. So you cannot use that as a valid argument to determine or to base your point upon. You believe that the earth is round. You believe that the earth is a globe. Well, you would have to prove that in a real way. And so far, there's been no real proof to date. There's been a lot of beliefs. There's been a lot of people that believe that it's round, but no real proof at all. Okay? Peace, family. It's your brother Jeremiah. I'm out.